It was a 42 gigabyte download, and it's taken us about 6 business days to get it. But we finally have downloaded the PTB for the Walking Dead chapter, which includes 2 survivors, and I've heard a mini map, like not a full map, but like a new part of a map, and we're gonna check it out. So first things first, let's scroll all the way down, and this is really sad, by the way. One of the survivors is Michonnes, and she's disabled. She not in the accessibility cool way in a wheelchair. She is kill switching the PTB because apparently there was a problem with her, which is a little upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Wait, how come she has a full build on? Oh, there we go. Yeah. And then we have Rick, which is the protagonist. He looks pretty cool, man. Yeah, this is Matthew Lillard. I have a feeling that the developers have gotten better at adapting the likeness of real actors. That's kind of cool. What do you guys think? He should have voice lines, right? Shall we test it in a private game? Let's have a look at his perks. That's unusual. Normally you have a little pop-up that tells you what they do. So, apocalyptic ingenuity. Basically, you search a chest, you search it again, this takes about 15 or so seconds, and then you can create a fragile pallet. This fragile pallet, I imagine, is very, very similar to the ones in the event. They just break and they're useful for stuns. I'm not gonna start crying just yet, but I see some issues with this perk, but we'll get to that. Come and get me. After unhooking a survivor while crouched and idle, press ability button 1 to make an injured and dying survivor teammates leave no scratch marks or pools of blood for 10 seconds. That is actually really cool. I wish it was even longer. That's actually not bad. I like this perk. Helps out your teammates. It's just so sad that if a killer is right on top of them, it doesn't do so much. Probably not super strong. Teamwork. Toughen up. I don't like teamwork perks, but we'll see what this one does. When another survivor pallet stuns or blinds the killer while you're injured, and within 24 meters, your guns of pain, scratch marks, and pools of blood reduced by 100. I think this is possibly the worst perk that we're going to see in this episode, in this whole chapter. You have a perk on yourself that requires your teammates to do something. Now, obviously, requiring your teammates to even not disconnect is already a bit much to ask sometimes. But say you play with friends, right? What if you play against a killer that respects pallets, like Nemesis? Nemesis, if you drop the pallet, he hits you over it. So that's... I want to be optimistic, but this is a super bad perk. Keep in mind that if you have a perk like self-preservation from Junjin Lee, if a teammate gets hit, you get the same effect, but it's way, way nicer. The nice thing about this is that it's 20 seconds, a good duration, but this doesn't seem so good. Let's see if we can see Michonne's perks. We cannot, unfortunately. Oh, but we can. Their perks, even though we cannot equip her, her perks are available. So quick look. Conviction. After you have healed one survivor with at least 25 recovery progress, press the active ability 2 to recover instantly. You get broken, then you're down again after 20 seconds. Okay. We'll get to this. We'll get to this in a bit. Basically, it's like a mini Unbreakable. Oh my god. Oh my god. Last stand. When things are at their worst, your spirit is indomitable. After spending 80 seconds in the killer's terror radius, whoa, 80 seconds, it will be less in tier 3. When you fastball, stun the killer for 3 seconds if they're within 2.5 meters. Wait, 2.5 meters? Whoa. Are they... Wait, and the picture shows the killer behind? Okay. Well, that seems really, really strong. Throwdown, teamwork. When you pallet stun or blind the killer, other injured survivors within 24 meters have endurance and see the killer for 6 seconds. Oh my god. Okay, see, this doesn't seem so good, right? Because realistically, if you stun killer at a pallet and your teammate is just running away, by the time the killer is recovered and starts to chase your teammate, it's already been 6 seconds. They shouldn't be down. But this could be really nasty. Again, say, for example, a nurse or a huntress. You stun the killer, they have enduring maybe or whatever. They recover super quickly and they hit a teammate. But, oh man, this could be nasty, man. This could be really nasty. Yeah, Michonne's perks, like, they blow. Oh, I'm blowing too hard. They blow Rick's out of the water. How about we hop into a private game and try to test them a little bit? Apparently, I have heard, and I don't know how true this is, that if you Yeah, look at this. There's like a new map. I made the overgrown grass. New structure rose from the darkness. Oh, how does that work? I thought that if you went to Garden of Joy, you had like a new area there. Can you equip this map? Does anyone know if it works? Huh. Look at the store. Oh yeah, there's also a special skin, right? For Rick. Yeah, you can play as... Oh my god, all the skins are here. Okay. Oh, this is when he wakes up in episode 1. If you don't know, he wakes up in the hospital and there's a zombie apocalypse. And then there's Daryl. That's kind of cool. Alright. Well, sorry, man. You're taking over. This is a really cool character. I think he's one of 2 brothers. But he becomes like a fan favorite later on in the series. And unfortunately, I'm guessing that Michonne is just... Oh, okay, we can see her a little bit better here. That's cool. Ooh, that is a cool cosmetic. Doesn't she wear a... Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't she have a katana in the TV show? That's cool. I mean, it's referenced here a little bit. And I imagine that if you click on Unlocked and Available, you can also see... Yeah, the bloody one. This is what she looks like at maximum prestige. Let's have a look at what Grimes... sorry. Rick Grimes looks like at max prestige as well. There it is. Oh, that's not a bad one. It's got an empty gun holster. Right, seems like me and Cosmo might be the only people left. Cosmo, you want to switch on to Killer, maybe? And I'll play Daryl. We're gonna equip Rick. Alright, so. This perk, we want to definitely see. This perk, we understand how it works. It's not so exciting. So let's put this one on. This one on. And we're gonna put... which ones do we bring? Yeah. Let's bring these 2, shall we? Conviction. I will need to heal some other player. Anything particular on Killer? Nah, I think you're fine. Let's test if it even works. I have a feeling it will not work. Interesting. 2 chests. Oh yeah, let's put on the new item as well. What do you guys think? Oh. Okay. Let's have a quick look. See what it's like. It's been a while since we had a PTB with 2 survivors, but we've never had 2 survivors and 0 killers. We've had 2 survivors and 1 killer with the Resident Evil 2 chapter with Tools of Torment, Skull Merchant. And also, I guess before that, the first time it was with Strange Things. Nancy, Steve, and Demo. We've never had something quite like this. What is the new item? I'm gonna show it to you. They showed it in the Discord peek that they did in the official Discord, but I'll show it. Basically, you create an area that's like smoky and foggy. Oh, Jesus. Yo, so there is a new map, huh? That's kind of cool. Alright, let's press escape to show everything. Oh, Jesus. Okay. That's kind of cool. It's like a little tower. Wow. Hello, Baba. Oh, what's this? Is that your friend? Don't touch your friend? Okay. What if I do this? Oh, yeah, try and get me now, dumb idiot. That's kind of cool. You see, it doesn't make the whole map invisible, but it does make it really hard to see. I could be wrong. Maybe my comments that I'm about to make are gonna age like milk, but I honestly think like this could actually be really good against stronger killers. Because weaker killers, they kind of get close to you most of the time, but some of the stronger killers, they prepare their power or they approach from really, really far, right? Anyway, so this seems appropriate. I would like to heal one of the survivors if possible. So if you wanna, oh, yo, I don't know if you guys see, but the icon for Daryl is actually really cool. Wow. Right. We also need to unhook a survivor to trigger some of our perks. So, yeah. Alright, first thing that we're gonna see, Chad. We have a few perks. Rummage through chests to gain the ability to replace a broken pallet. We need to do that. Let's see if we find a chest someplace. Maybe there's one guaranteed here somewhere. If not, we find basement in Shag or something. Thank you. Alright, if he goes away, I'm gonna heal this girl real quick. We need to prepare some things. Yeah, stand still, Hattie. After fully healing this girl, I should... Oh no. Is this gonna... Is that gonna steal progress? I should activate Conviction, which is another perk. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, so you don't even need to do a full heal like second win. Just finishing a heal. So she could be like 99 with a medkit and I could just go and finish it off. Alright. So... Let's find the killer. I also need to rummage through a chest, don't we? Yeah. Let's do that part first. You can use the smoke bomb multiple times. Okay. My top perk is active now. So we need to search. Rummaging is basically a second search, right? So first we need to do the search. We're gonna test Apocalyptic Ingenuity right now. Okay, we pick up this item. Oh, a key. That's cool. Ah, it shows me my teammates. Nice. That's a new type of item. Wait. Why can't I rummage through a chest? Oh. Do I need to find a second chest? Do I need a... It doesn't give me the option to rummage? I thought it would give me the option. I'll need to find another chest. You found one, Mr. Bubba? Thank you. Ah, thank you. This map looks so gassy and so... brown. Your teammates can rummage. Okay, okay. Right, so... Oh! Oh! Is this... Oh, this is the new map! So it consumes 1 token, but it shows the aura of pallets. You see, it gives me like windows of opportunity. Look, it's like I have windows. So I can use it in chase and then be like, oh, there's a pallet right there. That's so cool. Right, but more importantly, I should now be able to recreate pallets, right? So, Mr. Bubba, pretty please, get rid of this one. Right, and if you go away now, I can use Apocalyptic Ingenuity. Now, very important, I do think this perk is gonna be a little bit annoying because what survivors are gonna do is they're just gonna die on pallet, right? You're gonna get chased and you're gonna die on pallet and then you're gonna be under the pallet and you're gonna be like, yep, saves. But look, you stun the killer and it's really good for smash hit, but it goes away. It's very similar to the event pallets. It's like it's made of glass. Like, if it wasn't for pallet saves being a bit stupid... Oh my god. Did I stun the killer? Wait, is that a new stun animation? Oh, this is a new, Oh, okay. Yo, let's find a place to vault. So when your perk is active, we're now on a completely different perk, by the way. We're now on Last Stand, okay? So, like, oh, look, you can stun the killer. Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, okay, let's do it again. Hold up. Hold up. So for this perk to activate, we need to lose chase. So Mr. Killer, go away for a bit. I don't know why the chase is still ongoing. Okay. Do you think it deactivates forever? Oh, maybe it deactivates forever. Yeah, maybe you can only use it 1 time. Maybe that's fine then. Yeah, maybe it's 1 per match. Alright, one thing I want to test now is the perk that seems really crazy strong. Conviction. This perk activates when you heal someone, but we've already done it. So, Mr. Bubba, pretty please, could you down me? And now pretend that you're a little busy. I don't know, you go kill someone else or whatever. Right? I don't know, you're chasing someone out of the gates. And when I hit 25%, which should be about now, yeah, come back and get me. I can just pick myself up. See ya, loser. But now I'm broken, right? And I have 20 seconds where I'm gonna go down. It's inevitable. It's 20 seconds. I'm gonna go down. But this is still so powerful. It's so powerful still. Because in endgame, and I think this works in endgame, look at this. Like, I can just make it to the exit gates if I need to. 20 seconds is a long time. 20 seconds moving at 4 meters per second, which is what survivors do. That's a lot of distance. Like 80 meters is basically the whole map, isn't it? And then I just go down, right? And I can choose to go down, maybe on a place that is more beneficial to me. Under a pallet, maybe next to the gate, maybe in the open, so the flash is possible. This perk is extremely game-changing. I don't know if you can use plot twist to down yourself in a controlled manner and pick yourself up. Maybe. It will not heal you, but maybe after it will. It could be really strong with plot twist. So it's basically like an Unbreakable, right? Unbreakable is very similar. You don't need to do anything to activate Unbreakable. But the thing about Unbreakable is that it takes you, I believe, 24-ish seconds to pick yourself up. And this is only 25 of a normal recovery. 25 of a normal recovery is 8 seconds. So, yeah, that's pretty gnarly. And I can now use Come and Get Me, by the way. Come and Get Me, basically, if I have a survivor nearby. Yeah, could you keep your distance a bit? When I unhook a survivor, I crouch, I do this. And I scream. And the killer sees my aura for like a few seconds. But everybody else around me... Let me pick this up. Everybody else around me becomes stealthy for a while if they're injured. That's kind of cool, right? Wow. Alright, let's drop one of these. Yeah. That's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, this is a new item. This is going to show up in your blood webs. This is not like a special event or anything. And this is the new brown map. How cool is that? You charge it, you consume one item, and you see pallets and windows. And you can also create a beam of light, which does this. Wait, hold up. I need to do it again. Creating a beam of light, you need to do it right after. Now. So this beam of light shows a marker to your teammates, in case you want to point something to them in a Discord call or something. And it also shows any gen in the vicinity to every one of your teammates. So it could be really, really good if you're playing in a map with, for example, not too many line of sights and you want to show a gen that's a little bit hidden. You know, help your solo teammates or something. That is pretty cool. What do you guys think? Is that Ritus's voice? I think the two male actors have voiced their characters, yes. I think the female character is not the original voice actress. But it's still pretty exciting. Alright, let's have a look at the other perks and look at all the new add-ons and changes. There's also a bunch of other changes for other killers. We could look at them really, really quickly. That's not as exciting as the new content, I know, but for some of you that play the game a lot, you probably will be really happy. Whoa! Whoa! My date is waiting for me, man. No! Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Daryl. Bye-bye, Daryl. Oh, censor for YouTube. Censor for YouTube. Okay. I have read... I know almost everything that's changed in this PTB chat because I watched the Discord sneak peek that the developers did. And I will go into more details over the course of the stream, but we're gonna go into the most flashy things right now. So, let's have a look at the new item, the Apprentice's Fog Vial. Fog lasts 8 seconds, expands for 10 meters, recharges over 70 seconds. So you can use it infinitely, huh? Wow, I thought it's only 70 seconds, but infinitely. Interesting. Right, decreases the cooldown by 5 seconds. So instead of 70, it's 65. Decreases the fog cloud's expansion time by 1 second. Ooh. So it gets fully... it fully takes the space sooner. Increases fog cloud duration by 2 seconds. So instead of 10, it's 12. Not bad. Increases maximum fog clouds by 2 meters. 2 meters probably increases the overall... distance it covers by a lot. So that seems nice. Decreases visibility and sounds within the fog cloud. Ooh, we want to test that for sure. For sure, right? Interesting. Now, the maps. We have cryptic map, scribble map, and annotated map. Ooh, so there's no more iridescent map anymore. Oh, wait! There's more than one fog vial. So, oh, I see. 70, 10, 8. The next one is 10, 10, 65. Ooh, I see. Interesting. So, you could potentially make this... I guess this is the strongest one possible, right? Or maybe this is the most immediately strong one. Interesting. Interesting. Know your map or key anymore? No, apparently not. Now keys go up to blue, which, honestly, means you're gonna get them in chest more likely, right? That's good. Okay. Reveal survivors. Reveal unlocks chest quickly. We haven't really tested this, but you can now open a chest and it immediately gives you an item, and a teammate can also get one, and the items are better quality. So that's pretty great. I like that change. It's really good. Let's have a look at the map, right? So the annotated map, which is the old pink map, it shows you pallets and windows or equivalent. 40 meters, 14 seconds. Beam of light, 32 meters, 6 charges. Wow, that's pretty good. That means you can use it in like 6 chases or so. Or maybe 3 chases if you use it twice per chase. The other map is a bit weaker. You only get to use it 5 instead of 6. And instead of 40 meters, it's 32. But keep in mind that if you have the perk from ace, open-handed, the range is probably increased. So that's nice. Very similar, very similar. This is 4 instead of 5 or 6, and it's 24 meters. 24 meters is still plenty. Even the brown map, this is such an amazing item for beginners. You find gens, you help your teammates find gens, and you don't need the perk windows of opportunity from Kate Denson to find safety. That's such a good change. I love that. Right. Now, the add-ons for the maps. Ooh, there's only 5 now. Increase the duration of our reveals for 2 seconds. It's only 10, so that's good. Increases maps charges by 2. That's really nice. Increases the maximum range of map by 8 meters. When using the map, all totems within range are revealed. Oh, nice. The killer's aura is revealed within 8 meters of the beam of light. Ooh, so it's like a key, kind of. Reduces beam of light duration by 10 seconds. Reduces number of charges by 2. I like that. So you create like a mini wiretap area. I wonder if it will work with open-handed from it. It's probably not, because it's not centered on you, which is typically how it works. That's really nice. I like this change. I like that it's simple. I like that there's not 20 add-ons that all do the same. More of this behavior. Do the same thing for medkits, do the same thing for toolboxes. This is really good. You have 5 add-ons that all do something nice, but none of them are OP, none of them are useless. I like that. I really like that. Also, it's nowhere directly stated, but maps no longer reveal the hack traps, and they no longer reveal the trapper's traps, which is just kind of stupid that it was still a thing. If you didn't know, up until this patch, you could bring a pink map, which used to be this one, and walk around, and there was an add-on that was a purple one, right? And you could highlight the trapper's traps to yourself and to your teammates. It was super, super outdated. So, yeah. That really, really, really had to go, in my opinion. The new items, they seem really, really exciting. Now, we've tested Come and Get Me. Shall we test the other perks a little bit? Teamwork Toughen Up. When another star stuns you... this one's not super interesting. I don't think we need to test this one. Super crazy. But Michonne had a perk that we didn't see. When you pallet stun the killer, other survivors gain endurance. I kind of want to see that. I need to see this, man. I really need to see this. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Okay, let's go. Is there anything else you guys want to check? Key add-ons? Oh, yeah, we didn't check the key add-ons. Let's have a look. Someone's thumb has one of the initials once carved on this friendship charm. Increases key charges by 1. Keys typically have... Oh, it's the same as maps. 6, 5, and 4? Oh, and 6, but it doesn't work to open the hatch. Got it. The broken one doesn't open the hatch, the other ones do. So increases the charges, okay. Decreases the time to channel a key by 35, so you can use it a bit more on command. Okay. Increases the duration of aura's reveal by 2 seconds. Seems fine. The obsession and yourself both see each other's aura at all times. Hasn't changed, cool. Using this key reveals the killer to you and you to the killer. Oh! Oh, so it's no longer wall hacks, it's now mutual wall hacks. I like that. That still gives you an advantage in some places, but the killer knows what you're doing. I love that. Wonderful, perfect, beautiful, perfect. This add-on used to be a purple, if I remember correctly. I like that. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Have you checked the Drag Queen Cosmetics? The Boulet brothers, are they here? I don't think they might be, chat. Keep in mind, that's not always how it works, is it? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, they are! That's really exciting. I like Artist the most, but I think this second skin is way cooler. Oh, look at them hips. Damn, that looks sick. Unfortunately, this is a whole set, so you cannot mix and match it. That is pretty sick. You guys want to see it in action? She has the original voice in this. That's cool as hell. I think you're gonna see this one a lot. So I don't know the whole lore of this, but basically the Boulet brothers are like a media couple, right? Like a media duo, and they have a contest where people have to dress up, and one of them was DVD inspired, and people had to dress up like not like a DVD killer, but inspired by a DVD killer. And the winner of the contest was something really, really close to this. And this, if I'm not mistaken, is like an adaptation of their look, and it's brought on artists because I guess that's what it looks best on. Kind of cool, right? Yeah, let's have a look at this more. That's pretty cool. We actually have some codes that we'll be giving away for this very soon. So I'm quite happy to say that. But we'll get back to that. Anyway, good stuff. All right, chat. What do we want to test? Some of these keys and maps, they're pretty simple effects. I want to see the strongest possible fog vial. Anything else, chat? Would you like to see if throwdown, if conviction works on the same side as the window on the killer? I need to see that. Yeah, it's not conviction, sorry, it's last stand. I also want to see if flip-flop will work. Not flip-flop, plot twist. If I'll be able to pick myself out, because that could be really, really busted. Let's do this. So my idea is I'm gonna pick myself up and I'm gonna try to down myself with plot twist to see if I can control where I go down. Ingenuity could be interesting as well. Could you try to get Killer Grass saved by vaulting stun? Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, we could definitely coordinate that. I'll tell my friends. Yeah, I have some of these friends that are playing with us on a call with me. They're just being quiet and polite, but they're listening. So we can instruct them on what to do. We can check it out. I didn't think there was a new map. They really didn't advertise that at all. Why would that be busted? I think it would be busted in the sense that in the end game, the killer has a pretty good idea of how much time he has between downs, right? So let me explain. Let's say that in the end game, before the end game, it's a bit more, there's more to it, right? But let's say in the end game, which is really easy to understand. Let's say the killer downs me, right? And I go down next to an exit gate. Let's find an exit gate, even though it's obviously closed. There's an exit gate, right? Let's say the killer downs me by this exit gate, and now there's another survivor over there. So I go down here, and the killer, in their mind, up until this moment, they know 100% that I can get up no matter what by myself. The only ways to get up by myself is being inside a boon, which is at least 16 seconds. Getting healed by someone else, so it's not by yourself. Oh my god. And Unbreakable, which is 24 seconds. But with this perk, you can pick yourself up in such a little amount of time that kind of changes a lot of what the killer can do. If a killer downs you, they have to pick you up. They can't leave you on the ground for 8 seconds, or else you're basically unkillable. And with Soul Guard, you will have borrowed time on yourself. You see the problem, right? Like, I think that could create really unfun situations where you generally can't kill anyone. Like, get his butt. Get his butt. Alright, thank you. I need to get a heal on someone. I wonder if healing from the ground works. I'm gonna let them recover. Yeah, you recover. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna release this fog in the meantime. I'll see how strong it is. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the Eerie is really good. She cannot snipe me. I really like that you see your aura. Yeah, that's hard. You don't hear anything either. Right, so if I finish this heal, will that trigger conviction? Yes, it does. Wow. So for example, right, Mr. Huntress, you down me at the exit gate, right? Let's say the exit gate is almost open. Yeah. And now I recover, and she goes a little bit to go for someone else. Right, maybe picks up that person, and in right about now, I can pick myself up and open the gate. That's crazy. That's so little time. She didn't even have time to get a hook. You know? And I'm gonna test now if I can use plot twist. I don't know if I can. So what's gonna happen right now is that if you check behind my webcam, I am broken and I'm gonna go down, right? But what if I down myself on purpose? Okay. Now the question is, will I be able to pick myself up? Because if I can pick myself up, that means that if the killer ignores me, I can basically just undo this whole thing. Like, I don't even need a friend. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if it counts. I don't know if I'll be able to pick myself up fully healed. Let's see. All right, can I pick myself up? Oh my god, I can. Okay. All right. So, not to be like oh my god, this is a disaster or anything. It's just something really new. But basically, as a killer, you need to understand that unless it's the first down of the game and no one has had time to heal, if it's anywhere in the middle or late game, any survivor that you leave on the ground for about 8 seconds or less can pick themselves up. That is super scary. I'm all for like creating situations where survivors don't get slugged for like 20 minutes at a time, but oh, that seems a little strong, man. Like, that seems like it should have a bigger drawback, to me at least. Wait, and I can do it multiple times? Wait, what? Can you down me, please? Drop me, yeah. Okay, so again, let's say she's busy. She has to pick me up. She picks me up, I'm fine. She's fine, right? But if she doesn't pick me up, if she goes for anyone else, look. I'm back! What? I'm back! You can never ever slug 2 people. And keep in mind, I don't need to do a full heal. I don't need to do like a full heal from 0. If I just finish someone's heal, that's it. That's enough. That's a little wild, man. That's a little wild. But the most fun perk in this whole thing, the one that you're gonna see the most videos about, is certainly the top perk that we have. This perk is called, remind me again, guys, it's called Last Stand. Yeah, we're gonna need some help. Let me read it for you. After spending time in the killer time's duration while not in chase, fast ball while near the killer to stun them for a duration. So basically, you can drop kick the killer in the shins or in the face. And I don't think you need to be healthy. You can do it injured, right? There's like a new animation to show you. 1 second. Thank you. Let me vault a window or a pallet to show you. Like, you know that this perk is active because look, you see that little kick? That's how the killer visually can tell that you have this perk. Mr. Killer, could you bring a survivor and pick them up like over here? Let's see if I can save them somehow. Yeah. Bring a little survivor this way. And we'll see if you can use this to like pallet save. You know how you can pallet save and flashy save? Let's see if you can kick save. Alright, you drop them over here. It's only once per game. That honestly is a really good balancing decision. Alright, yeah, pick them up and just stand still, I guess. Like, I'll see if it's possible. I don't know if it hits on the same side as you. Yeah, get a bit close. I don't know, I'll try it. No, it doesn't seem to hit on the same side. I think you need to be on the opposite. It's kind of like head-on, right? Alright, you wanna get closer? On the other side, it's certainly gonna work, right? It sure does, and then you pop this, and now goodbye. Oh my god. That's so silly. Oh my god, dude. There's gonna be so many techs and so many tricks and so many stupid little things you're gonna be able to do with this. I don't think it works. I don't think it works on the same side though. Maybe it does. Maybe if you're like mad inside the killer. Maybe there's a way to do it, but yeah. No freaking way. It was a matter of time, dude. I've known for a long time that a perk like this was coming to DVD. And it was a matter of time. But yeah. Let's open a chest maybe. You guys want to see the pallet perk again? Yeah, like that one, I can show you a little bit what it looks like if you drop it and the killer doesn't get stunned. As you can see, the smoke bomb thing does not have a limited amount of time of uses. It's just on a recharge. I honestly thought it was gonna be kind of like a firecracker that you only used it once or twice. But yeah, no, that's actually a lot better, isn't it? So I cannot. Yo, this actually is unironically pretty good in basement. Because if you pop this in basement while the killer's coming... Oh my god, it goes so high! What? Bro, like you can drop it in basement and help someone above you. If you drop it in basement, like they kind of have to wait by the door. Because if they try to open a locker, they're 100% gonna lose you. So I'm actually a little bit excited to see what stupid little things are gonna happen. But the fact that he muffles the sound and everything, oh my god, oh man. I hope it's not an accessibility issue. Because what if you can hear but very badly? What if people that outwardly don't hear very well because they're hard of hearing? What if they just don't hear anything now? Let's see if I can find a chest. Is that a perk or an item? It's an item, it's an item. It's kind of like a medkit or a toolbox. You just equip it before the game starts. Maybe you can, oh, can I open this please? Thank you. Oh, can I get the chest? Thank you. Right, so this activates the spurt. You need to pick up the item. And if you go to a pallet that's broken, you can... Okay. And then, does it come back if you... Maybe you can do it multiple times. But yeah, the idea is that if you drop it, it just breaks on the spot. The animation's pretty cool. So you need to stun the killer. This would go well with perks like MFT, because you can pretend that you're gonna drop it and then keep going, and with the 3% extra speed, maybe you make it back, right? It would go really well with Smash It. If you get the stun, you will make a lot of distance. If you have background player, it's really good for pallet saves on teammates. I hope it's not problematic, but, you know, opening 2 chests does mean you can't use it from the get-go, so that is pretty good. And I think with that, we've mostly seen most of the new stuff in this chapter. The only things that are left, a few changes on the pig. I will go over them super quickly, right? Basically, the pig now is much faster at crouching up and crouching down. She moves faster as well when crouched, I believe, and her ambush is stronger. Overall, this seems good changes. Also, many killers now have buffered inputs, which means that if you press a button to attack and you cannot attack yet, the game will remember it and attack as soon as possible, which will make them feel a bit better. So overall, seems like a good change for pig. We'll get into the specifics in another video, perhaps. Knight is getting one of his best add-ons, the Call to Arms, which increases the distance from which you can, like, send guards. Way super overused. It's now going to become partially base kit, which is really nice. It's nerfed and it's partially base kit. Seems like a good change. A few other changes as well we're not going to get crazy into. Clown. This is the one that I really don't understand too much. So they noticed that most people use the purple bottles and they don't use the yellow bottles. So they've buffed the yellows and nerfed the purples. It used to be that purples slowed survivors down by 15% and yellows buff you by 10. Now they're both 12. So purple minus 12, yellow plus 12 for you. Okay. I also think I saw a massive nerf to this add-on, by the way. Yeah, this add-on used to be like 12 or 16 meters. Now it's massively nerfed. So I'm not joking. I honestly think this might overall be either a side grade or a... And they haven't changed this add-on, which is the stupidest, most useless add-on and the most outdated add-on in the whole game. This is, if anything, a side grade or a nothing burger, and at worst it could be a nerf even. So yeah, we'll see. Obviously, we'll wait for the 300-page clown guide update, and we'll wait eagerly. But now the killer that really got the big changes was Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head had received like 1.5 add-on changes since it came out in like 2020 or 2019, and it was pretty bad. But they've reworked apparently all of the add-ons except like 1 or 2. So let's have a look at what they do now, right? By the way, what they've changed him in base kit, his trails now last longer. They hit a bit further by default. There's not as many range add-ons. There might be only one. He's a bit slower, but apparently he moves, like the transition is a bit smoother. I hope it's smoother. I hope it's not clunky. Add-ons. Increases the range of punishment on them by 25%. Decreases the width. Oh, interesting. So bigger range, but it's skinnier. So it's more for snipes. Okay, I don't hate that. Brown add-on. Increases ratchet recharge rate by 10%. Interesting that they kept this. It's now, instead of 5-second recharge, it's 10-second. So you have, like, you can use it longer before it runs out. So I'm guessing this will help if you're using it a lot. I don't think it's very necessary. The old recharge add-ons weren't very good. Maximum duration by 5 seconds. Wow, so from 10 to 15. That's pretty big for a brown add-on. It's funny because if they didn't solve, like, I don't know if they've done this, but there's a bug with this killer, similar to what we had some time. I'm not going to get into the details, but it's possible that this add-on is better recovered than this add-on. Well, I'll check that some other time. Decreases range of punishment, increases the width. I don't like that, chat. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think increasing the width is gonna make him... Isn't this gonna be like an insta pick add-on? Isn't this just gonna make him way harder to juke from up close? Is this even gonna make him fun to play against? This seems like the best add-on so far. That's crazy. Increases range by 5%. The normal range is 8 meters, but I think they buffed it by like a meter or 2. So I guess 5% is like half a meter, maybe half a meter or something like that. Okay, this seems still really strong. Spearhead. When a survivor is saved from a cage, you see the rescue Zara for 8 seconds. I like that. Keep in mind that when survivors get saved from a cage, now they have a basic 10 seconds borrow time like a hook. Perks don't apply, but you can't tunnel them immediately, which was something that this killer was really good at. So this killer has gotten a pretty fat nerf to his tunneling ability. If these add-ons are good, he might still be better off. Leopard print fabric. Decreases duration of stuns by 15% while using rides. That's kind of cool. I've never seen an add-on quite like this. That's kind of nice. It's like enduring. Enduring is 50%, right? This is 15. Interesting. I like that. Increases the speed at which punishment of the damn travels by 10%. Oh, no. Man, I don't like that. It feels to me like if you make an add-on that makes punishment go faster, that will be the insta-pick, right? So it's going to be 1 or 2 add-ons. Okay. Maybe 10% is perfectly fine. Decrease punishment of the dam's cooldown by 10. Ooh, that's like the actual, not the time, not the recharge, but the cooldown. So that's like a 0.3 seconds. That seems okay. It's like a mini set was for us. Decrease the radius by 2 meters for each survivor affected by torment. That's actually kind of cool. So you can choose to torment everyone and not actually bother caging them to have a total of -8 meters. Could be 3 meters maybe. That's good. I like the design. That's great. I love it. It's a gimmicky thing. I like it. While using rides, gain the undetectable. If it lingers for a bit, that's okay. This is what the old obsidian goblet did, but probably easier. So that's nice. And you have it lasts much longer now. It's like 10 or 15 seconds with add-ons. So you could drag your sword and be undetectable, but keep in mind, it makes a very loud noise. So you're not going to be grabbing anything out of a gen. But that's good. I actually kind of like that. Makes him like a semi-stealth killer. Injuring a survivor with punishment of the damned reveals the aura for 8 seconds. 8 seconds is nasty good. Okay, this is really good. Rights of Judgment trails inflict exhaustion for 10 seconds. Not bad either. Keep in mind that this add-on used to make the trails last longer on the ground, but that's default now. That they just last longer now. Burning Man Painting. This used to be range. When missing punishment of the dam, see the aura survivors within 3 meters for 6 seconds. That's really good as well. Because in 6 seconds, you can get another one ready. So, wow, that's actually really good. Scarlet Egg. These add-ons used to be memes. Survivors affected by Torment spawn Rights of Judgment when sprinting. They last... Bro, that's so mean. What? So if you're running behind a teammate to take a hit, you get tormented? That's so funny. Okay, all right. A for creativity. Injuring a survivor with punishment, the increases Rights of Judgment's charge by 30%. This is not very good, I think. The idea with this is that if you use all of your juice and then hit your power, you immediately have it back. But most of the time, you immediately have it back anyway. So, yeah. And if you hit 2 survivors, you get 60% back. It could be okay, but I think this could be a brown, honestly. It doesn't seem that good, at least at first glance. Lost memories. Survivors injured by punishment of the dam suffer from oblivious for 80 seconds. That is not bad. You hit 2 people, go for one. The other one is probably going to be a bit nervous because they don't know exactly where you are. Keep in mind, this killer is a bit loud when he moves around, so you're not going to be grabbing them out of a gem most of the time. But if you get close, that can be good. Crimson Ceremony Book. Survivors damaged by punishment suffer from hemorrhage and mangle. 80 seconds. Super standard hemorrhage mangle effect. Okay, so far. Now the Eries. The Eries in this killer used to be notoriously awful, and especially the goblet. Let's see what they've cooked up. Punishment of the dam destroys breakable walls and pallets. Increases punishment of the dam cooldown by 20%. That's cool. I want to see that. Decrease the range of punishment of the dam by 50%. So it's shorter. Punishment of the dam range increases by creating grudges. What? Oh. So basically, you have a shorter range, but if you drag your sword, the range gets bigger, and when you get a survivor, it resets. That's kind of funny. That's honestly kind of funny. All right, I want to see the thicker, most powerful thingy. Yeah, let's go to a map that has breakable walls. Saloon is a prime example, and test it out. I'm obviously going to spend the whole, stream testing all of this and testing other stuff, but this one in particular, I honestly want to test right now. Oh. Yeah, try overwhelming presence fearmonger. Yeah, no, I know, chat, I know. Like, there's a lot of perks that have been changed on both sides. For example, they've changed Streetwise. Streetwise now shows you the aura of the killer when you deplete an item, and if you find an item from a chest, it's almost twice as charged up, which is good. I love that. That's much better. They've also buffed some other perks that I don't know what they did. Like Insidious now is easier to proc, but it does the same thing, so it's a little weird, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see what this does. Oh, it's hard to tell if you don't play this killer a lot, but that 25% longer is pretty significant. Like, wider. Oh, that's kind of sick. Hello? Oh, dude, I don't see a bloody thing. Whoa. Okay, you want to drop a pallet, buddy? Yeah, good luck dodging this, man. You want to drop a pallet someplace? Oh, but here's the downside. When I hit the survivor, I have a very big cooldown. Yeah, you see this? It's like you have a negative save the best for last. Right. Oh my god. You look very ominous. So, yeah, just to show you how bad this is in this situation. I think this might honestly be balanced. Okay, so say I hit him, right? Like, oh, look how slow I am. And if I had hit him, I would have obviously... Hold up, I just want to see the pallet drop or something. If I had hit him, I would have given him a speed boost. So basically this add-on makes it much more costly to miss, and also makes it harder to hit one M2 and then hit another, right? So I don't know. Let's see if I can hit them. You guys run a straight line if I can catch you. I'll try on... Ooh, damn, okay, scratch marks are still somewhat visible. It was a little hard to gauge and judge how far he made it from that hit. Maybe if we do it in the open, it will be easier. Interesting. Right, so how does it feel to use the power? Not too different. Yeah, it doesn't feel much clunkier. If anything, it should feel better, right? The developers have said that some people complain that this killer's controls are hard to, like, move. And apparently it controls a bit nicer now. Oh my god, dude. It's so white. It's so white. I should really remove this perk. Okay. Sorry, can I hit someone in a straight line and just walk in a straight line? Yeah, I don't like how white that is. Like, it's like... bleh. Limmy getting up from bed, you know? Right, so catch up. Yeah, oh man, this killer really likes to be close to you, because the moment you are within about 10 meters, he becomes really dangerous, right? So I would say this area doesn't seem super OP. It's kind of cool that you can just do this, you know? Like, it's kind of cool that you can go to a main building and just renovate it. It does something that this killer hasn't had ever since he came out, which is the pull and push, and the risk versus reward of different playstyles, right? Basically, this killer had two playstyles. And even that was generous. It was just range or no range, right? Now his range is just better by default. Now you can choose to have less range, but thicker. You can choose to have less thick, but longer. You can choose to have a small increase. You can choose to go for status effects on survivors. You can choose to go for autos, and there's two really good auto ones, right? Which ones were there? Like, this is really good auto reading. Like, this is amazing. Well done, honestly. They must have listened to their consultants really nicely. I think this is pretty well done. What do you guys think? I think it's... I'm honestly getting a good buy from it. His hits were tormenting, which wasn't in the patch notes? Really? Oh, damn. It doesn't say it here. Yeah, that might have been an unlogged change. They did toy with that idea some time ago. Maybe it's fine. I mean, honestly, now the tunneling out of a cage is not as easy as before. I have no problem if M2s apply the thing. My problem before with that, it would have just enabled some really mean tunneling, right? And you ideally don't want to balance the game up around killers having to tunnel. Ideally, you make tunneling a little difficult, and then you balance around gens not being too fast, you know, loops not being too strong, yada yada. But yeah, honestly, with this, I think we've checked basically all of the important things. I've also heard, chat, that if you go to this map, there's like a new segment if someone's playing the new survivors. Could you guys play the new survivors? Put them on? I don't know if that's true. You guys think that's true? Is Fog Vial draw for Spirit? Honestly, Spirit sometimes just listens to you, so without me playing her, I couldn't tell you. I don't know how much it muffles her sound. Does it explain the perk changes in the patch notes? I don't know, chat. I haven't checked them. I did watch the video where they explain each of them, and I will go on my website and my Discord and explain my opinions. If you guys go on my website, for example, you can find a lot of stuff, right? Builds, info characters, best add-ons for each killer, blah, blah, blah. But there's also this thing right here, Otto's opinions. This is my opinions around what we are doing today, but yesterday, when we only had some basic information. You can find this exact same thing in our Discord. So either go to the website or go to my Discord. At some point this evening, I'm going to make an updated version of this with the actual thoughts on all of the changes. And I typically do that for every update. Alright. So I want to know if anything's changed in this map. I've heard, and I don't know if this is someone making it up, that this map gets like a new tile or something when you play. What's up, guys? Haha, it's the fucking zombies. Yes, run. I'll help you, don't worry. Oh. No new killer? There's no new killer, guys. There's no new killer. Wow. Let's just Rick Grams for a little bit. Unfortunately, the new female survivor, she's disabled because there must have been some terrible bug with her or something. So we can't show you Michonne. You can see her in the lobby, we showed her earlier. If you want to go back in the vault of the video, but... Alright. Where you going, buddy? Oh, I lost him. Nicely done. Alright, come here, buddy. Get up here. That's cute. Alright. That's his brother. Oh my god, his clothes bugged out. I can see your pantaloons, homie. Oh. This kid is so funny. I don't think we've ever had a survivor that's on life support like that. You put that with the David perk, no mither, and you start the game. You start the game injured, right? And you have plot twist, and then you walk to the killer and you just collapse. You just go like, I'm in a coma. Alright, man. I'm getting out of things. Anyway, in 3 weeks, this content comes to Dead by Daylight, TM. But for now, it's only on the PTB. So look out for more videos explaining these perks and with more opinions and yada yada. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, man.